Hello, 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 beautiful people. Welcome to Good Morning with me, Misti B. Now, let's be clear, fall has finally come. Are you excited? I know that I am. It feels so good to be in this nice, breezy weather. With that said, some of us like to put our summer wines down and pick up our fall wines. With that being said, today I have in the studio Mr. Chargois, our own wine expert. All right, guys, so stay tuned as we fall into wine on today's episode. See you in just a second.
Real estate can be a very complicated process. Finding one, how much can you afford, financing, closing costs, mortgage, putting it on the market, considering offers, inspection, negotiations, submitting offers, schools, down payment, title insurance, home warranty, taxes, review net sheets. These are the pieces of the puzzle of home ownership. I'm the person who helps put it together and the glue that keeps it together. Give me a call.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Dr. Doe here again with a Late Health Presents, and I'd like to give you our Wellness Wednesdays tip of the week. Did you know that not only do the treatments for an enlarged prostate, but some of the medications for an enlarged prostate can cause the same symptoms that you're looking to avoid, namely sexual dysfunction. If you'd like to learn more, you can always check out our website, and you can always catch us here on Monday nights at 5 p.m.
I'm Jonathan Cox with the Cox Radio Law Firm. For years, we have represented people who have been hurt or injured all over the country, but Houston is home. We fight for those who have been hurt or injured, however it may happen. So if you've been injured in a car accident, big truck accident, or even while at work, call our injury hotline at 1-800-HURT-NOW or log in to BigCityAccidents.com and let us fight for you.
BigCityAccidents.com. We fight for your right to get back your life.
Welcome back, everyone. Listen, fall is finally here. Thank you so much, fall, for gracing us in Houston and in Texas, period, with your presence. And with that, we have our wine experts. That's right, Mr. Carl Chargois, that's going to teach us about some fall wines. Come on, Carl, welcome back. Good morning. I'm well, how are you?
Doing great, actually.
Look, I know you have some amazingness for me right here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So
yeah, I'm almost scared. Nah, not really.
Don't be scared, don't be scared. So actually, these should be really comfortable for everybody.
Okay, so what does comfortable mean?
So comfortable, these are all domestic wines that are from, all these happen to be from California.
Okay.
And these are wines that you typically see on a wine menu by variety of grapes. So, so Pinot Noir, Cabernet, Merlot are varieties of grapes. Mm-hmm. And these are actually quite common. So I thought I'd bring something common this segment, and we'll show some different stuff later.
Okay, awesome. Now tell me this, what makes these fall wines?
Yeah, it's a great question. So typically fall, is just kind of a center of purpose for people thinking that they need red wines when it gets cooler.
I'm that person.
Okay, and white wines in the summertime and red wines in the cooler time. drink what you like with what you like and the time you like, honestly. But red wines have a typicity for for cooler weather because they have a little bit higher in alcohol content and a little bit more robust, richer, and fuller, and can actually make you feel warm inside.
I was about to say that. They make you feel warm and fuzzy. Listen,
exactly.
As someone who loves a good Chardonnay or a Sauvignon Blanc, I feel a little more warm when I drink the red ones.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so what do you have for me today?
So these 3 wines, we're going to start off with a Pinot Noir. Now Pinot Noir, and it's spelled N-O-I-R like noir, but Pinot Noir is a red grape that is a thin-skinned red grape that is light cherry flavors, raspberry flavors, pomegranate flavors, typically where they're grown. This one happens to be from Santa Maria Valley, which is in California, Southern California. And I'll just pour you a little bit here to taste it.
And just to be clear, so this is not Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Okay, it is. It's not, okay, you just have that little beautiful French accent.
Yeah, I just pronounce it the way the French pronounce it, I guess.
So looking at the color here, nice, light. I can see that it's
color,
okay. Yes,
exactly. And when you put a nose to it, it has great flavors of fragrances of like cranberry, fresh crushed berries.
It does, and I have to tell you, I don't really go for Pinot Noir. So
really?
No.
Oh, okay.
I like more of a full body, but let me see.
Okay.
You haven't disappointed me yet. Let me hold on. Let's see.
Go ahead.
Ooh, you no cheers today? Okay, Carl is cleansing his palate before me. Let's see.
I like to get the wine all around my palate, get it all around your tongue, between your teeth if you can. Taste it all over your mouth, just like you taste food.
Tell people why to do that.
Because it instead of just put it in your mouth and swallowing it, you really don't get all the flavor that you get all around the mouth and the feel. Because some of the textures in here, the tannin textures, kind of gripping a little bit. Those are tannins that make your mouth feel a little bit. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's actually great for food. Okay. And so when you have this with food, and especially salmon.
Absolutely. Okay.
Since you love salmon, I know. Pinot Noir is a great complement for that.
Not bad for a Pinot.
See there? Pinot, now Pinot can change drastically depending on where it's grown.
Yes.
Okay, so it typically grows in cooler regions like Santa Maria, Monterey, California, think Carmel, things like that. And Oregon is very famous for Pinot domestically. There's Pinot grown in other places as well. But those are the 2 primary. There's some in Carneros and Napa, which is actually south of Napa, which is a little cooler there as well.
Very light. I enjoyed that. Yeah. It almost like, don't judge me, but just with the lighting, it almost looks like a good bourbon. Almost. I mean, it has red hints to it.
There's some red hints to it, yeah. So this is a light-bodied red wine that is not too heavy, not too fleshy, but offers great depth of flavor of tartness and cherry raspberry flavors. Okay,
all right, let's dump this out.
Okay.
I know you have all this goodness for me.
Yeah. So it's next wine is a red blend.
Okay, I love a blend.
This one actually surprised. This is new to me.
Okay.
And so I found this to be one of the best values I've picked up in a while.
Okay, what do you mean by value?
So both of these are about $20.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, the Cru is about $20. Cru Pinot Noir from Santa Maria.
Okay.
And this is the Two Tradesmen red wine blend, which is a blend of different red grapes.
Okay.
Okay, it's an artisan blend.
So we're looking at. Give me some of the grapes we're looking at.
Cabernet Sauvignon. Merlot.
You sold me.
Petit Verdot.
You say Merlot, I'm sold.
Okay, all right.
So
this is a nice little blend called the Two Tradesmen. This is from Paso Robles, Cabernet, California.
I'm actually familiar with. Okay.
Paso Robles is a warm region in Central Coast, California, and it gets very ripe there. The grapes get really, really ripe. And when I say great value, I mean this is like $20, but it's tasting more on the edge of 30.
This doesn't smell like a look. This don't smell like a $20 bottle. It smells like a higher end bottle.
Exactly.
All right, let's cheers this time before you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're gonna rinse our palates out again.
Right.
Let's do that. Oh, I can taste it already. Oh, what a joy. Okay.
So this one has a lot deeper, darker flavors. It's a deeper, darker wine also. The color comes from the skins. When you squeeze the grape, the juice is clear. But when you let it set with the skins, it leaches out the color out of the skin and produces this vibrant color and also the richness of flavor. You get flavor from the skin because the juice is just sugar and water.
Okay, so the flavor comes from the skin.
The skins and the pips. The little seeds and the stems.
Okay.
That offers that astringency a little bit.
Okay.
That's the tannins that you're getting out of that.
Okay.
And tannins can be rough and tight and hard.
Absolutely.
But you want something that's pretty supple. More like a grandmother's hug.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
And I like this. And you said $20. Where can you find this one?
These are available in several retailers around the state of Texas. And Specs is definitely a good place to go for this, and HEB as well.
I love that. That's okay. So far, I got a favorite. All right, let's see what. Let me dump this.
So the last one that I'm pouring is not $20.
Okay.
This is actually about $40.
Okay. So this is the one you take to friends' houses, and this is the one you keep at your own.
Exactly.
Yes.
So some people think, hey, $40, would I spend that much on a wine? If you divide by 5, because 5 is about the number of ounces on a and a glass of wine, and you go out and you have a glass of wine at a restaurant or anything, and you say, I'll pay $8 a glass. Well, 8 times 5 is 40.
Absolutely.
There you go.
All right.
This is Mauritson Zinfandel from Dry Creek.
Ooh, okay.
This
So it's a red
Zin.
Zin.
Now,
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
Now, Zinfandel tends to be a little bit higher in alcohol.
Oh.
So careful.
Now you're speaking my language.
Careful.
But I do like red Zins. All right. You ready?
Yes.
Let's rinse our palates again. Oh, the smell. I could just smell this one. It's worth $40. Oh, yes. I am enjoying it.
So red Zinfandel has more of a kind of a brambleberry, wild berry fruits. Have you ever tasted mulberries?
Okay.
When I was a kid, I climbed the tree and mulberry tree and just eat them, and my mom would freak out because they had worms still in them. So, but brambleberries, wild berries, all together, thrown together to make it like a mulberry, blueberry, pomegranate pie kind of thing.
Red Zins, where this is from California as well.
This is from California, from Dry Creek area in Sonoma. Now, Zinfandel grows all over California. Okay. It grows in Napa, Carneros, it grows everywhere. Okay. It's very prolific, actually.
Let me ask you this, Carl. I absolutely love making sangria.
Okay.
But I don't know how to make sangria.
Okay.
So, which one of these would you select to make a good sangria with?
Well, only if you've kept them for a couple days. Okay. Okay. And they've gotten a little bit down on what they usually were.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
You've had this wine on your countertop for 2 days and you didn't finish it off.
Okay.
Okay. And you say, hey, I want to make a sangria.
You've already popped the cork, basically.
You've already popped the cork.
Okay.
You drank about half the bottle's remaining after 2 days, and it's not the optimum.
Okay.
You take that, you blend it with some fruit juice, a little brandy, and some oranges and lemons, and a little. Some people add a little like 7-Up or anything like that, and that makes a sangria.
If I had to choose one, I'm going to tell you the one I would choose.
Okay.
Because that's $40. I'm going to choose the $20 bottle that I like.
And I would actually go even 10 if I could find a $10 bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because once you add all those flavors, the sugars and everything, you lose flavor of the wine. So there's no sense of going high end.
But tell me this though, why does the cork have to already be popped for the sangria? I'm just
Well, you don't have to. It's just what I would do.
Why? But tell me why. You're the expert. I want to hear from you.
From these wines, is what I would do. Now,
Got it.
But from a fresh bottle of wine, go get a $10, $8 bottle of wine, make some sangria. Yeah, because once you add the orange juice and the lemons and all that, you're compiling flavors on top of it. You really don't taste the wine. Okay. You just want the alcohol.
So do you want a Pinot Noir? Do you want a blend, or do you want a red Zin?
You want something that's suitable for you. So sangria typically is sangria is of course Spanish. So typically they use Tempranillo or something like that, or even wine from La Mancha, which is basically just vino negro.
Okay. So or you can use one of these California wines that we have right here.
Yeah, something not expensive is probably the best way to do it.
There we go. Because we're gonna have to buy the brandy anyway, right? And that's gonna add to it. Yep. So for you, food pairings, what would you pair with these?
Good stuff here. So with the Pinot Noir, you can go salmon, salads, chicken on the grill, things like that, lighter fare. Basically, that's where you want to go with it. But you can have it with even pizza and some Italian foods as well. Where the tomatoey flavors will go well with this. On the red blend, I would go a little bit heartier, beef tenderloin, duck breast, things like that. A little bit more hearty. And then the Zinfandel, roast beef, lamb, bison.
Ooh, we had some lamb in here last week. That would have been great. Richness. All right, Carl, we have to take a really quick break. All right, guys, listen, I'm already feeling warm and fuzzy. Stay tuned because next Carl has something that's not domestic for me right here in the studio. See you then.
Real estate can be a very complicated process. Finding one, how much can you afford? Financing, closing costs, mortgage, putting it on the market, considering offers, inspection, negotiations, submitting offers, schools, down payment, title insurance, home warranty, taxes, review net sheets. These are the pieces of the puzzle of home ownership. I'm the person who helps put it together and the glue that keeps it together. Give me a call.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Experience the pinnacle of performance at Big Star Cadillac, formerly Ron Carter Cadillac. Drive the new 2021 Cadillac XT5 Luxury Collection for only $449 a month, or the new 2022 XT6 Luxury Collection for $549 a month, all for 39 months lease with just $1 down. At Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Big Star Cadillac, Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.
I'm Jonathan Cox with the Cox Radio Law Firm. For years, we have represented people who have been hurt or injured all over the country, but Houston is home. We fight for those who have been hurt or injured, however it may happen. So if you've been injured in a car accident, big truck accident, or even while at work, call our injury hotline at 1-800-HURT-NOW or log in to BigCityAccidents.com and let us fight for you.
BigCityAccidents.com. We fight for your right to get back your life.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Carl and I are about to fall into some more wine. Yep. This time, some international wine.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about it.
Let's travel the globe a little bit to a couple different places. We're going to go to Italy and Austria.
Oh, okay.
So the first wine we're going to have is, so first of all, most wines aren't, when they're from Europe, or are known by their geography, like by their city, their town, not by their grape. Like we had before, okay? So we talked about grapes.
So like we have Burgundy and stuff like that.
Burgundy, Chianti.
Got it, okay, Chianti, Italy,
Chianti is in a region in Tuscany, in central Italy, but the grapes of Chianti are different grapes that make up that wine.
Okay.
But it's known by the geographic region. So the first wine is from Montepulciano d'Abruzzo.
Okay, I'm not going to try to say that.
Okay. So d'Abruzzo is the region, and it's saying Montepulciano is the grape type, actually. Montepulciano grapes of Abruzzo. Montepulciano d'Abruzzo.
Okay, so we know it's Italian by that name.
Exactly. And the producer is Fiducia.
Fiducio.
Exactly. So,
all right, cheers.
Cheers. So a little bit about Montepulciano. It's sort of like Pinot Noir. You got to treat it like that, but it has a little more oomph.
A little more oomph.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some of the quick smell. Smells nice.
Yes.
Smells elegant, actually.
Yeah, it has a little bit more kind of a leathery
note
to it, almost in the nose. It has more richness of cherry flavor, aromas, and violets, actually.
And violets. Okay, you ready to taste? Yeah. All right, let's go.
Oh my goodness.
So rich. Nice. Robust, a little bit more oomph.
A little more oomph to it.
Yeah.
This wine is perfect with food. So it's hot. Most Europeans made their wine to go with their meals, because none of their meals, you have to have wine on the table. It's a staple for the table.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So when you have your pasta dishes and some beef or some pork or some tomato, all of this wine will go with everything on that table.
Okay, so all of our hors d'oeuvres, the passing dishes.
Everything.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so if you have a pasta, some ragu, some raviolis, or even just some tomato sauce with pasta with a little bolognese.
So good with some acid, some acidity.
Yeah, this has good acidity, so that it actually compares well with like tomato acidity.
Okay.
And salt. So if you have salt in your food and everything, this acidity in the wine will mute that salt a little bit.
Okay, pronounce the name for me one more time.
Montepulciano d'Abruzzo.
That's a long name. Okay, let's go to I thought I had it.
Montepulciano is the grape, and there's Montepulciano grown in other places also.
Okay.
So, but that d'Abruzzo just means of Abruzzo.
Okay.
So you can have Montepulciano from other places.
What are we looking at as far as price point on that
one? This is actually quite inexpensive. This is about $17.
Wow, for an international wine, not bad at all.
Exactly. So
I was ready for a $65 price tag.
Not yet.
We're going to get there. All right, let's dump this one.
So I like Italian wines, especially with food, and because if I'm grilling outside, especially in the fall, it makes me want to go grill more, whether it's grilled vegetables or grilled meats or whatever I'm throwing on there, even grilled fruits like peaches and watermelon, whatever I'm putting on the grill. I know that I can be safe in going with these wines to go with everything.
Okay, got it.
So the next wine I'm going to pour for you, first I want you to give it a nice, slow, deep smell.
Okay, a deep inhale.
Yes.
I'm trying to identify what I'm smelling here.
So this is from producer Mauro Molino, and this is a Barbera d'Asti.
Okay.
Now you might have heard the word Asti before.
I have.
In what reference?
When I'm drinking Prosecco or something like that.
Asti Spumante, right? Asti Spumante. Well, Spumante just means sparkling wine of Asti.
Okay.
So Asti Spumante.
Okay.
This is a Barbera d'Asti, which means the Barbera grape of Asti. So this is Barbera grapes produced from Asti by Mauro Molino.
Carl, tell me, what am I smelling? Because I can't identify it.
It's harder to do this.
Yeah, I cannot identify this one.
Yeah, so this is in the Piedmont region of Italy. This is the northwestern part of Italy.
Okay.
It's a lot cooler there, and the fragrances of the wines become deeper, darker, almost muted. It's hard to even identify some of these things up here, but this is dark blueberry, black cherry, black raspberry, currant even in this wine, and some notes of earth, like tilled soil and forest floor.
Look, I forgot I haven't even tasted it. I've been so busy smelling it. All right, cheers.
It's a beautiful perfume.
It is. Dab a little on my neck.
Yes.
I like.
Depth of flavor.
See.
A lot of depth here on the flavor, especially on the side of the palate. It's like enriching everything you put in your mouth.
It is. Like every taste bud in my mouth just literally woke up.
Yep.
And that was just from the sip when I was just rinsing my palate.
Yeah, and what I'm getting on the palate that I didn't get in the nose is plums. I'm getting like ripe plums in the palate that I didn't get on the nose at all. So, I mean, this
nice, very nice.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a light body. Seems like a lighter body.
It's not heavy.
Yeah.
It's not a heavy wine. It's just depth of flavor.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have to.
And what are we paying with this one? Same thing?
Yeah,
Grilled
about
anything?
$20. Yeah.
I'm already ready. I'll listen.
This is all affordable.
All right, all my friends, you know what I'll be bringing to your house for this holiday
Exactly,
season.
because $20 a bottle, just $4 a glass.
Yeah, that's all it is.
when you do it,
all right.
So the last wine we're going to do today is from Australia.
And you're saying Australia, so not Austria. I want to make sure.
Yes,
okay.
Australia.
Australia, got it.
The little island down there by New Zealand.
Yeah, that looks like beautiful. That real big island with kangaroos. Okay.
Exactly. This is called Stella. It's from a producer called Stella Bella. And this is Shiraz.
Shiraz. Okay, give us the history really quickly about Shiraz.
Yeah, now Shiraz is an old grape. I mean, and it's there's actually a town called Shiraz in the Middle East.
Okay, did not know that. Okay.
So the grape that came from that area is also called Syrah.
Okay.
Syrah.
I know something.
But in Australia, they call it Shiraz.
So those are the same grapes?
The same grapes.
Yes, different
but
names.
Not to be confused with other grapes called Petite Syrah and Petite Syrah.
Honey, I am coming to take a grape class with you. I guess I don't even want a wine class.
I know, it can be confusing, but Shiraz and Syrah are the same grape. In fact, in France, Syrah in the southern part of France can be labeled as Shiraz.
Okay.
And in Australia, they can label the Shiraz as Syrah.
All right, I like a good Shiraz, so let's see.
All right, cool. Now, some of these wines, I don't know if you've noticed when I opened them, some of them had screw caps and some of them have
correct. And some
corks.
people have this misconception that a screw cap is not a good quality wine. That's not true.
Not true at all. In fact, it's a better closure than cork.
Why is that?
Because cork is a natural substance that can carry infection and bacterial infection if it's not cleaned properly or not cleaned well.
Ooh.
And it's 1 out of every 15 bottles or so can be infected.
Okay.
But can be. But
all right.
not honestly. They don't.
Cheers.
Cheers. And they've gotten better with stabilizing that, so it's gotten a lot better.
Fuller body.
Absolutely.
Higher end. A little bit. I can. Oh, okay, let's. Did you already taste? Did you already beat me?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You are cheating. Okay.
While you're tasting, I'll be talking. So Shiraz is a grape that has deep, dark concentrations of plum and blackberry, along with some spice.
I like it.
You like it, a juice? The juice is good.
I like the juice.
And this will go just well with almost everything you throw on the grill, or just steak, or just even charcuterie. It's just fine because that rich, opulent flavors will marry well with the fats and salts that you have in your food.
Let's talk about glassware really quickly.
Okay, yeah.
I know we've hit on it before, but one of the very important things, like so seriously, I was at an event one time when I was supposed to be working, and I was supposed to be drinking wine. But I wasn't supposed to be, and I had a stressful moment.
Okay.
So I had the wine lady pour me had the waitress pour me some in a coffee mug.
Okay.
So it could look as if I was drinking some tea.
Okay.
Tasted completely different than drinking it in a glass. Tell me why.
Well, a coffee mug, well, let me start with the wine glass first.
Let's start
A
with the
wine glass is designed to present the wine on your palate in a way that is preferred versus the rounded lip on a round coffee mug actually falls over the front of your mouth and it misses some of the points that you're trying to get to.
Okay.
So there's some glass makers that are making glass wine glasses for particular types of wine. So there's a wine glass for Pinot Noir, a wine glass for Cabernet or Bordeaux wines, a wine glass for Chardonnay. That company is out of Austria.
Okay.
Not Australia.
Austria, Germany.
Austria. And then some other companies in Germany and Austria that make these type of wines, these type of glasses as well. Some are hand blown crystal with leaded crystal. Some are hand blown with very little lead. But they can range anywhere from $15 a glass to up to $60 a glass, and I've actually seen some at $100 a glass.
Are there any universal glasses?
Yes.
Okay.
There's some universal glasses from these particular companies. They say, okay, this wine glass, and this has been by a poll of wine experts. They say this glass, I can taste the wine and the nuances and the characters pretty well in this universal glass. And the one that I have at home that I like using is Zalto, Z-A-L-T-O.
Okay.
But it's out of Austria. And those are they're quite expensive though.
Okay. Okay. Because I don't think people realize, like I was telling someone recently, like whatever glass you're drinking it out of, it can make the wine taste completely
Absolutely.
different.
I've actually done glass tastings.
Really?
To where I have like 5 glasses and one wine and say which one tastes better for you.
Can I come to one of those?
Sure.
Because it's real. It's a very real thing.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, Carl, as we wrap up this segment, thank you so much for introducing us to these fall wines.
Yeah.
We're going to fall in. Are you feeling warm and fuzzy?
I am.
Look, I am too. So cheers. Thank you as always
Thanks for having
coming
me.
on and for introducing us. All right. So guys, listen, Carl has prepared us for for the fall. And we all know that we'll be going to some holiday gatherings. So hey, save your dollars, take the $20 bottles to your friends' homes and keep the $40 bottles to yourself. We'll see you right back right after this break.
Real estate can be a very complicated process. Finding one, how much can you afford? Financing, closing costs, mortgage, putting it on the market, considering offers, inspection, negotiations, submitting offers, schools, down payment, title insurance, home warranty, taxes, review net sheets. These are the pieces of the puzzle of home ownership. I'm the person who helps put it together and the glue that keeps it together. Give me a call.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Experience the pinnacle of performance at Big Star Cadillac, formerly Ron Carter Cadillac. Drive the new 2021 Cadillac XT5 Luxury Collection for only $449 a month, or the new 2022 XT6 Luxury Collection for $549 a month, all for 39 months lease with just $1 down. At Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Big Star Cadillac, Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.
I'm Jonathan Cox with the Cox Radio Law Firm. For years, we have represented people who have been hurt or injured all over the country, but Houston is home. We fight for those who have been hurt or injured, however it may happen. So if you've been injured in a car accident, big truck accident, or even while at work, call our injury hotline at 1-800-HURT-NOW or log in to BigCityAccidents.com and let us fight for you.
BigCityAccidents.com. We fight for your right to get back your life.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Listen, did you learn something new from Carl today? I know I did. He is always dropping these amazing gems about wine. And I think I know a lot, but not with him. So listen, guys, we are in the fall season. It's amazing. And I want to say cheers to the fall. Make sure that you go out and grab some of these wines for your Friendsgiving events, your date nights, your cuddle seasons, or whatever it is that you do. Because when I tell you that they are amazing, they really, really are. Listen, if you've picked up a new wine or if you've discovered something new, make sure you chat about it with us on American Star TV on Instagram and Facebook. See you next time. Bye-bye.